bonitas, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alejandra, for those of you who are new, and if you are new, don't forget to press that like and subscribe button to be part of the family. So today we are gonna get all into the feelings because we are talking about my first year as a mom. Now you guys, she's already, let's say, 15 months, a year old and 3 months. But you guys, it has been one heck of a year, I feel like, just because she is my first one. For those of you who don't know, I have a daughter. Her name is Angelique. Like I just mentioned, she's 15 months old, and she is a full-blown toddler that looks like it's 5. But you know, in short, it has been an amazing, learning, loving, emotional year. It had also been hard, but not hard as in, you know, my child is hard to deal with, but hard as in personally, if you guys can understand. Now, I asked on my Instagram if you guys had any questions or your guys' point of view of your first year as a mom, or just as a mom in general. Now, the first question that I got is, do you feel your motherhood has changed you, or do you miss the old you? So I feel like that has been, you guys, I'm already getting emotional. It's like today was one of those days. And I was gonna bring tissue, but I was like, no, like I'm not gonna cry. But I don't know if I'm gonna get my period soon or what is going on, but okay. So I feel like that is one of the like most emotional topics for me, because I don't feel like I have changed. Well, maybe honestly, I'm still trying to figure that out. Like I miss the old me in the sense of being able to be more than just a mom. I feel like this whole year I've been having like a identity crisis, like within myself. I've been trying, you guys, like, I'm crying way too early into this video. I feel like I don't, sometimes, like, I don't know like who I am, or like where I belong. I feel like that's been the hardest, apparently. Like, I'm bawling now. I feel like that has really been the hardest part for me. I don't think it's been, you know, the breastfeeding at the beginning or the long nights. Like, I find that I would, like I mentioned in previous videos, I would always say like it's temporary, you're gonna get over it. But for me, it's being able to find out or figure out like who I am as a person, as Alejandra, not as a mom, not as a wife. I feel like that's been my biggest struggle. And some weeks I feel like, yeah, I have my shit together, I know who I am, like she remembered who she was and the game changed. That's me sometimes. And then sometimes it's like I'm a fish in a little fishbowl. Like, there's nowhere for me to go. I've always been a very goal-oriented person. I've always wanted I'm very ambitious. I want to do more and grow and do different kinds of stuff. But man, like, motherhood really puts like a big halt on that. Like, you can't do a lot of things, and you know, even just going out for dinner can be like a whole scenario now that she's a toddler. Things definitely change from newborn to, like, you know, infant car seat era, when you can just plop her anywhere in her car seat, to now that she's walking, running, and has to sit in a high chair at a restaurant or anywhere. Like, that's a major transition. Like, I don't think people talk enough about like that transition from like not walking to running, you know, like it's insane. Like these kids fall so much. I feel like that's another thing that it has just been insane. Like you worry a million times more now that she's walking, because it's like she's gonna fall, she's gonna hit her head, she's gonna hurt her arm, it's mainly the head, because kids, they fall and sometimes they don't put their hands, or something is up, they're trying to run when they're barely walking and they slip, they fall on their face, they hurt their nose. Like that transition you guys need to prepare for if you are expecting or thinking about having kids. Like really think about that transition from, you know, infant to toddler, because you guys, it's a whole other ball game. Now back to, do I miss the old me? I just miss being able to do things for myself without feeling guilty. If I go get my lashes done, or if I go get my nails done, or if I just want to leave the house for a couple minutes, or like half an hour, an hour, whatever, like I feel like I should be home taking care of her. Like my husband works, like he's tired, he needs a break too, but then I need a break mentally. Like I feel like for example, last night, I usually, my me time, and I definitely love my me time, is at nighttime after she's put to bed, or if Peter's putting her to bed. Like I'll start my me time earlier. Yesterday we didn't get, I didn't really get a me time because I was doing stuff we had to do, clean the kitchen, whatever. We put her to bed around 7:30, which is pretty good. We try pushing it to 8 most days, but I don't know, I feel like she was a little anxious yesterday, and she woke up at midnight. She was up for a while, which is probably why I'm so like emotional and tired, exhausted today. And then she woke up early as well. Now Peter went to work tired, exhausted. You know, I feel so bad for him. And then I was just not in the mood today. I had already programmed my mind that I was gonna have a bad day, that I was gonna look scruffy, that today was just not gonna be a good day. And then while I was making her breakfast, and she, you know, she was excited to eat because she was hungry, I like tried to flip the switch as fast as I could, because I'm like, I can't. Like she's little, she's in this world brand new, learning things just like we're brand new into parenthood or motherhood in my case. Like as well as I'm learning, she's also learning, and I have to do my best to teach her. And if I'm in a bad mood or grouchy, that's what she's gonna pick up. So I fed her, I made sure to have my cup of coffee, I put her in the playpen, turned on some TV for her so I can drink my coffee, and just like I was FaceTiming with Peter, so we were like having this whole conversation of how we were feeling because we were tired. So it only takes for you like that one thought to like flip the switch. It doesn't have to be a bad day. It can be, you know, a chill day. You don't want to cook today, don't cook if that's gonna make you feel better, because that's for me. I told Peter, we're just gonna I'm gonna make spaghetti and call it a day. Like we're not gonna get all elaborate today. So it's a lot of compromising, I feel like, in this first year of being parents. Like, are you gonna wash clothes today, or are you gonna deep clean the kitchen? Like you cannot do both. And I feel that like as a mom, as a new mom, I'm learning to give and take when it comes to, because I want to do everything, you guys. I want to have a clean, nice looking house. I want to have a successful business. I want my baby, I want to spend quality time with my baby. I want to spend quality time with my husband. I want to be able to do social media, and you can do all of that. But I feel like at least, you know, when you're a first time mom and you're barely trying to get the hang of stuff and get into a routine, like it can get really hard, and it's okay to have hard days. But I just feel like you really need to take a breather sometimes, because you guys, my eye is twitching sometimes, and I'm like, I am too young to have a stroke or something. I need to calm down, take a breather, get stuff off of my plate, because girl, like, what is going on? You have a whole baby to raise and take care of. Like, you cannot be hospitalized or something happen to you, you know, God forbid. Now the next question that I got is, do you miss the old you as a couple? Now, whoa, you guys, that I feel like I miss the most. Not only like as just us two, but like I literally miss just being able to cuddle and watch Netflix. Like the other day we did that while the baby took a really long nap. Surprisingly, she took like about 2.5 hours, I think, which is never. She took a really long nap, so I was laying on the couch being lazy. It was a lazy day, and I was like, let's watch a movie. It was like the dumbest movie, like random ass movie on Netflix, but we were sitting there and we watched the whole movie like in one sitting, which that has not happened since I was pregnant. So that was like, I crave even just being able to just sit and watch TV, because we both, I feel like, even though now I'm a stay-at-home mom, we have very busy lives. Peter runs his own business. He's very busy all the time, and we have a lot of other stuff going on that we, you know, like to do. But I do miss being able to just be like, okay, let's go have dinner, let's dress up nice, let's go. I miss that. Emotionally, there's nothing I can miss. Like, I feel like he's an amazing husband and is always looking out for me. But I just feel like we just need to make a little more time for each other without Angelique, which when we do, like, we're always checking up on her or we miss her, which is, I feel like, common sense for any parent. But the first time we went on a date without her, like, he planned it for us. He's like, I already called my mom, we're dropping her off. And I was like, you guys, it was literally like, I feel right before going on that date, like, I was already overwhelmed, overstimulated, like I was about to go crazy. And then he's like, we're going on a date. And you guys, it was literally just a random like movie date. We went to the theaters. Like, I wasn't even all dressed up. It was just like, okay, I already called my mom, we're dropping her off, we're going to the movies. And it was like the best date ever. Like, the most randomest time. Like, it was the best date ever. I feel like that really like helped spice it up. And we came back, we were happy, and I was like super content for like the rest of that month. And now we try to do it every couple of weeks when we have time, where we're not so busy. And I feel like it's a must. If you and your partner don't go on date night, I highly suggest it. Or a lunch date, breakfast date, I don't know. If you have someone that can watch your baby for at least an hour, 2 hours, like, you guys do it, because your marriage will thank you. I feel like it's a must. Now moving on to another question is, now in this first year of motherhood, I have realized that time is really a thief. I can look back at a picture of Angelique a month ago and she looks like a whole different kid. Like, I constantly find myself looking through like her baby pictures and I'm like, I cannot believe like it's been over a whole year since I gave birth. She looks so different. But you also like stop and appreciate that moment. Like right now, let's say if I'm washing dishes in the kitchen and she's in the playpen and she's calling me or like laughing at something, like I turn around immediately and I look at her and I react to whatever she's telling me. Sometimes it's like she's excited about something that came out on the TV, or she's excited about a toy that just made a noise that she didn't know, and I'll just like be like, wow, oh my gosh, like I'll react to her because, and then she'll smile so big. So I feel like pause, take the moment to acknowledge your kid in like that moment, because they may be little and may or may not remember. And I feel like you as a mom, you will feel good, because I was also struggling with either cleaning my house and just plopping her in front of the TV, or spending that quality time and leaving the house a mess. So I'm still finding that balance. I still make it a point to give her my undivided attention for a certain amount of time throughout the day, and then I'll get my chores done. Like right now, she's asleep. I'm deciding to film for you guys, or I could go and fold her clothes that's in the dryer, or, you know, wash something else. I don't know. The chores are never ending, so make the time for things that you really want to do. Like, I've been wanting to film this video since August when she turned 1, but it's just been like, I feel like it was going to be so emotional and I was going to put it off, and obviously it has been emotional because I've been crying since the first minute of this video. Topic, or another thing that I've learned, is that, let's say for example, I didn't have postpartum depression per se. I honestly don't think I did. I was very happy, but I do feel like I had anxiety when it came to people coming around my kid, especially because COVID was still a thing, and it still is now, again, I've heard. But I had anxiety when people were like, you know, passing her around, like, give me my kid back. Like, I feel that was intense for me at some point. Now another thing was, which, going back to my conversation earlier, personal identity. I feel like I'm still struggling to find who I really am, my style. I feel like I haven't been fully 100% with Vive Bonita, which is my online boutique, because I haven't really found my style. Yes, I like to dress cute, I like to dress like a certain way, but I feel like I still don't really know like who I am. I'm still trying to figure that out. If you guys have any tips on how to find yourself again once you become a mom, leave them down below, girl, because your girl is struggling over here. Like, no one ever told me or ever talks about how, like, once you have your kid, there's so much pressure to when's the next one. Not from like just family or from your spouse, but also yourself. Like, I literally think about this every single day. I've always said I wanted to finish having kids by 30. I'm 27 now. I have a couple of years, but I also don't want them too separate. But then I also don't feel ready for another kid. And then other days I'm just like, okay, I wish it would just happen out of nowhere, so that I'm not planning it, so that I'm not like overthinking it, and it's, you know, God's will. But at the same time, I don't think I'm ready mentally for a baby, because that's gonna come with, I feel like I'm just scared of not being able to be Alejandra, of being able to re-figure out who Alejandra is, or it taking it way longer for me to figure out who Alejandra is. Okay, so I'm back a little while later because baby girl did not want to finish her nap in the crib. She wanted mommy to hold her. So another thing I've learned is patience, because you're on their clock, they're not on yours, ¿verdad? See? Okay. Okay, then. So yeah, have patience. And also another thing that has also been like for me is make mom friends, because, and especially if they have babies or kids in the same age range as yours, because the friends that you have that are not moms, they will not get it. They will never get it until the day that they become moms. I have friends that don't have kids, and they won't get it until they have a kid. So let's say if they invite you out for a drink or for something, just like girls night type of thing, and you don't really want to go because the mom guilt, because you just rather be chilling at home or something, they'll think it's weird, but another mom will get it. They'll just be like, okay, that's fine. And to the friends who are not moms and are like, do do you need me to watch her, or you know, let's have brunch, but they go to your house instead because they know it's just easier, you know, they deserve the world because they are getting hints of what my mom like is. And then the last thing I want to say is that, what do you want to say, mommy? Huh? Que sí? Yeah? What was I going to say? There was another thing that I was going to say. ¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué vamos a decir? Oh, and if you're feeling overstimulated, overwhelmed, like you're about to, you know, be crazy that day, throw your kid in the stroller and go outside for a walk. I swear to you, that has been amazing. And then you come back and they take a bomb ass long nap. So do that if you're about to just, shit's about to hit the fan. Do that. And they'll love being outdoors. Yeah? Yeah. See, she said yeah. So do that. It's a lifesaver. But I think that's it for today. Honestly, I could probably say a million more things, but this video would be way too long. Let me know if you want a part 2, or give me your thoughts, your opinions down in the comments below, or send me a DM of what you would want me to talk about in the next video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Aviéntales un besito. Mwah.